Hey YouTubers, how's it going? I know I'm getting dirty today, so just threw the old clothes on yesterday. We're doing a dump run and we're getting unseasonably warm weather. It's supposed to go to +7 today, which is like, I think it's about like 160 Fahrenheit or something. Yeah, the snow we had, if you look, it's starting to go away again. You can see right around here. So, which way am I going to go here? I think I'll go this way, since I got to open the big door in the garage anyway. Everything's soft now. It's now the snow is starting to soften up. It's going to be a pretty decent dump run. Trailer's getting full there. And I'm really going to have to make short videos because the batteries don't last. Okay. Did make a little progress on the car. This is Thursday. Yesterday, AJ came by after work for spend an evening with the old man, and I'm going to put some extra light on the situation here with my big spotlight. I'm having a real good run of luck here. My camcorder died. Got to replace the chuck on my drill. I was trying to finish drilling a couple holes last night and the damn thing just wouldn't hold onto the bit anymore. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I got going here. I finished welding the extension on this side, as well as the one on this side, and I bolted on those mounts. The mounts I'm using it's a universal mount. They cost me about $9. I was going to make real fancy ones with urethane, but I'll see how these ones work first. And as you can see there, frame notching is done. Dropped it just a little over an inch, so that's done. It's boxed in. I got a little bit of welding to clean up. Pretty much ready to drop the motor in, except my engine crane is over at AJ's. And the other concern we had was doing the transmission mount. We can't really get at it without dropping the frame out from underneath. So what we did is cut out a section to get at the cross brace of the frame. I'm going to get the light back here now. And I'll go to the other side and film it. Maybe work better. So yeah, I didn't want to do this, but you see there's you can see where the frame is there, and that's right where the transmission mount goes. This is the damn strap keeps getting in the way. This is the back of the shifter hole, and holy shit, is that Kyle's car making that noise? Sounded like it. So we cut this out and we came up the side here to help keep the floor integrity intact. And the way the parking brake assembly works is there's like a bell crank in there. I don't know if you can see that or not with the amount of lighting. And I didn't want to move that. So, and also there's these bolt holes here are for the heater controls. So I didn't want to touch those either. Although I could have, but this gives me enough room, and then I'm going to punch holes, a series of holes in here for some, plug welds, and I'll put some metal straps on there to make like a flange, and then initially I'll just use some screw-in fasteners or something to put this back in. And once everything's ready to go and that, I'll likely weld it in. Although if it turns out looking really good otherwise, I'll leave it bolted in. I really don't know if they're going to worry too much about the exhaust leaks, since the car is a convertible. But you never know with some of the guys that do the inspections. They can become real idiots. So anyway, just a brief update. Kyle's out, just backed the van in, so I guess we're going to be tarping and heading to the dump. Catch you later. Okay, just a little further update. I showed you guys the Fairlady's in, and I'm doing some work. I guess next I'll have to clean the crap off the cross member there and get to work. But it was a nice day today. We got up to +7. Like right now it's let me take a look and show you. This is 8 o'clock at night. I haven't had the fire on since yesterday. $40 degrees. 50% humidity. Let's do the double check on this one. Yep, 40 degrees. So, yeah, we covered the windshield just because of the grinding and the sparks and stuff and a bit of welding. What's that you say? You saw something in the background? Where? Whoa! What is going on here? Wasn't that the car parked in the front yard? Just sitting? Well, I'll be darned. That looks like the car that was in the front yard. What's it doing here? Don't know. Hood's up. Is it broken? Don't know. Let's see. I have got to get me a new headlight switch. Or should I say, dig one out. Why's the fan on? Oh yeah, it's supposed to be winter here. do you think? Well, I can tell you one thing. I gotta see if how much of that muffler is plugged, because I can completely cover the end of it and the car stays running without skipping a beat. Also, I decided to move it today. Being +7, I wanted to move stuff off the front lawn because it was likely going to sink and make nice holes. But right there, got a problem. Thermostat. It's kind of disheartened when I tried to drive it to my friend's wedding. It overheated and I got so pissed off because I'd spent days working on it. I just parked it out front again and left it sit. But she's back. She's back in the garage. And oh, in the portable one anyway. And going to be getting some work done. Yeah, 3 holes left to enlarge. And my chuck wore out. 3 holes. Oh well, somewhere around I have a whole bunch of them. I just have to find them. Let's see. Not the top row. Not the second row. Not the third row. No, don't see it there. Where could I have put all my chucks? Those of us that pack rat stuff don't throw things like that away, so they got to be here somewhere. And when I say I've got several, I think I have about 10 or 12. But I think most of them are 1/4 inch chucks, and that was a 3/8. And I'm not sure if HPR watches my videos. I know he, last time I checked, he hadn't subscribed yet, but I noticed he was having a problem with one of his drills and the chuck wore out. Well, if it's a good drill, just replace the chuck. They're not that expensive. Just make sure you don't buy a cheap Chinese one. Get a good Jacobs or something. Actually, I'm going to look and see if I can find... I used to have a keyless chuck off a drill that burned out. My old Craftsman. It was the first drill I got, and I had it for years. And what happened with it was I put a chuck on it because I wore that chuck out, and that was all used a lot when I was racing, and when I was racing 4x4s and everything. And I put a keyless chuck on it and used it for several more years. Well, of course, I had more than one drill, but it was my favorite. And finally, the switch was going, and it finally did die, and I went to a new switch was oh, I don't know, $36 or $40 for a switch for a drill. And I said to the guy, this was at the Sears parts place, I said, you know, 35 or 40 bucks. I said, I don't want to, I don't need one that's gold plated. Well, he just turned around and said, actually, there is gold in it. It was gold contacts. So I was going to buy it, but then I thought, well, I'll check everything else out. So I had to order it anyway because they didn't have one in Winnipeg. So I ordered it, ordered a new switch. And, 35, 40 bucks. The drill was only 80 or 90 when I bought it. But like I say, I was kind of became passionate about it because it was just so nicely balanced and everything. It didn't feel awkward. And, you get a feel for certain tools. And I went home and I checked out the rest of the drill, and sure enough, it needed bushings and everything else. And then it came down to, well, why bother, because it was going to cost more to fix it than I paid for it, or than it would cost to buy a new one. So I replaced it with a new one and took the keyless chuck off and threw the rest of the drill out. And needless to say, it's around. It's likely with all the other ones that I can't find. Anyway, gonna let you go. This is gonna be a short one today. Yeah, short. Likely gonna be close to 10 minutes, 15 minutes again. Anyway, we'll catch up with you later.